Hi, I'm Rahul and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're going to be talking about how to set up a simple cichlid tank. So this basically is a friend's house. We set up a tank. He had an old 4 feet tank. So we had to clean it out and then we set up this simple cichlid tank. Cichlids, as you know, are very colorful and vibrant fishes which very easy to keep, very hardy fishes. And it's like a good beginner fish if you're starting off after a small guppy and goldfish and all. This is a good beginner fish to start off with. So in this video we've shown how the setup was done and certain important key things when you want to start up a fish tank. Always clean your tank with potassium permanganate, especially a new tank or an old tank, because that is very important to disinfect your tank. Second is, once your scape is done, fill water, and after that leave the tank for cycling after you add beneficial bacteria, because the nitrogen cycle has to build up in your tank. Never add your fish immediately after your tank is set up, because that kind of affects the fish's life and all of that. So that's when, if you see a lot of people start tanks and put fish immediately and the fishes die. So cycling time is very important. So we have shown all of that in this simple small video. Do watch the video till the end and see you on the other side. This is the old tank. It's a 4 feet tank which my friend had not used it for a couple of years. So we also made a stand for it with L angle. Since the tank was not used for a long time, we had to disinfect it with potassium permanganate, which is very important with any new tanks. He also had an EHAM filter which was not working, so we serviced it and we'll be showing the installation next. We use some thick soil. It is not the thin sand, because cichlids generally have the habit of taking the sand in their mouth. And after that we use the Zanzibar rocks, which are more porous, and also it's got a lot of hiding space for cichlid fishes. They generally like that because they can kind of colonize and form pairs inside it, so that's why we use this kind of a rock. After that we used the conditioned water, basically RO water without chlorine, dechlorinated the water and also mixed it with RO to get a low TDS. Since the place where my friend was staying, the TDS was very high, so we maintained the TDS at about 200 ppm. We used the glass output pipes for the canister filter. I purchased this on Amazon, and the link of this I've given it in the video's description. If anybody is interested, you can purchase. It's a little tricky to use because it's glass, so you need to be very careful while installing it. If you just handle it normally, it will break. We already actually broke one. After that we made the connections for the pipe, and this is the EHAM 350, that's the model what we used. I'll also leave a link of this in the description, so in case you want to purchase, you can purchase this. Expensive filter, but very effective and very good. This is basically the glass output pipe that comes with that setting. So after the fixing, this is how the glass output pipes look. Once the fixing is done, we need to actually fill water into the pipes, because that's when the filter will crank up. So we have to open it once again, and actually we filled water through the pipe. After that we switched on the canister filter, and you can see the filter is working. Once the filter was set up, we used API Quick Start. You can use any of the biological or beneficial bacteria. You can also use CCAM Stability. So we used an extra dose because it is a new tank. It takes time to establish. After we poured this, we left the tank to cycle for about 30 days before we added fishes. After 30 days, we actually did a 50% water change and cleaned out the glass before we added fishes. We bought some small size cichlids, different multiple color cichlid fishes, and after we did a water change, we slowly acclimated them and then added them into the tank. So the cycling of the tank is very important, otherwise fishes will take some time. So this is the food that we are feeding. Is the Hikari Cichlid XL. That's a very good quality food. This is how the fishes were settled after 3 days of putting the fishes into the tank. Now what you're seeing is after 6 months you can see all those fishes have become really big and they're nice and healthy, and now they're soon going to start breeding. Hope you guys like this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, drop in your comments, and we make now videos in 4 other languages, that is Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam and Kannada. We've got separate regional channels now. All the regional channel links are mentioned in the video's description. Do subscribe to those new channels and support our channels. And like I always say, this hobby is really fun if you do it the right way. Until our next video, bye bye.